And thank you for joining us. This is the Dr. Tommy Show. Joining you live from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Sorry for the delay. Technical difficulties. As they say in the business.
I think we were live for like 1 minute maybe.
Yep. I'm your host, Dr. Tommy McElroy. I'm America's free market doctor. And the sponsor of that Dr. Tommy Show is the same as the Ask Dr. Tommy Show podcast, and that is Atlas MD, which is the preeminent EMR for membership medicine doctors. And membership medicine includes concierge medicine, direct primary care. And it's getting close to Christmas time and, Christmas traditions. And a lot of us are traveling. Some of us are staying in town. Are you traveling?
No.
You're going to stay in town, so there's no family you have to go visit out of town.
No.
For those of you who are out there going to go out of town, or even if you're traveling, there's some different things that you can do for Christmas. We wanted to share some holiday tips. Mm-hmm. One of them had to do with cooking a turkey. Mm-hmm. And you had an idea for cooking a turkey that you're going to try out this year. Well,
I'm stealing the idea from my mother. She did it for Thanksgiving, and I thought her turkey was the best turkey she's ever made. Uh-huh. It was juicy and moist. And later she told me it was the first time that she had done it this way, but she put an apple in the cavity of the turkey. Uh-huh. She also did not cook it in a bag, which she normally cooks the turkey in a bag. Mm-hmm. And anyway, the apple, she brought it to me, and the apple was soft and squishy and juicy. So anyway, I'm gonna try it. We'll see.
You just put one apple in for a whole turkey?
She had just one apple.
That's cool.
Now, it was a pretty big turkey. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to put a couple apples in. I don't really know.
Did it make it taste like an apple or just made it moist?
No, the turkey did not taste anything like an apple. It just made the turkey very juicy and very moist. It was really the best turkey she's ever made.
The other thing that you can do for turkeys is you can pull the skin off and put seasoning under the skin.
I've never done that, but I plan on doing that also this year.
You can put either powdered seasoning, but I actually did it before where I put like a whole sprig of parsley or something, oregano maybe.
Yeah, I'm picturing rosemary.
Rosemary, yeah. Maybe that's what I did. I can't remember.
But I usually season the top of the turkey, mm-hmm. and I usually put butter in the cavity.
Do you cook the turkey with a foil over the top, or do you leave it uncovered and cover it?
I leave it uncovered for a short time, just enough for the to brown on top, and then I'll cover it.
So you don't put it in a bag.
I don't put it in a bag, no.
Your mom this past year, you said Thanksgiving, she did cook it in the bag like normal, or she didn't?
She did not.
But she did the apple.
She did the apple. Okay. So is it the apple, or is it not using a bag? I don't know. But
you know what? I wonder if you could put other stuff in there, like besides dressing. If you could put like oranges or something.
I watched a cook show where they did put oranges in it, and inside the cavity. I think you can do whatever you want. But I'm going to try an apple this year, and I don't think I've ever made a turkey in a bag.
Yeah, I think I did before.
I use lots of butter, usually.
One of our favorite cooking show guys is that guy Kevin Belton. Mm-hmm. He's on New Orleans Cooking with Kevin Belton. Mm-hmm. He's got some cool things. We're going to do a cooking show coming up. We're going to do miniature taco salads.
We are.
And I'm going to shoot that differently than I did in the past. I'm going to actually use the GoPro because it's got higher resolution. And then I'm going to have the drop-down camera on the actual mm-hmm. cooking thing. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to I'm probably going to mic you up.
Oh, okay.
With the the lavalier mic.
Okay, is that the one that goes over my? That's the one that connects right here.
That's the one that connects there. And then, or I'll mic it with the Rode mic over top. I don't know. It just depends on how it sounds. The thing I like about the overhead mic is it picks up all the ambient sound, mm-hmm. but then you have to use the mixer, and it's just a little more work. But
yeah, well, we can do whatever. But I am excited. Those little taco shells are so cute. Mm-hmm. Little mini taco salads.
They were very popular for our last Dr. Tommy Halloween. Yeah.
Halloween event. Yeah, they were popular. Anyway, I'm excited to do that. When are we going to do that, by the way? After Christmas?
I don't know. It's just a matter of doing it. I got that to do. The Danny Jones thing has been postponed.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last night.
Just got too close to holiday season.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with everybody.
So the Being the Boss Danny Jones has been postponed. But we're going to shoot the cooking show. Mm-hmm. And then also doing that, I told you about the short film that I want to shoot.
Yes.
Based on, I got the idea when I was listening to Government Mule Cortez the Killer. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to make a short film about a little bit about revenge. It's going to be called The Killer. Or Killer, not The Killer, Killer.
Killer. Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about YouTube is you can actually use audio like Cortez the Killer. If you can look it up on YouTube under the Creator tab and see if it's allowed, they'll say, look, you can't use this, or you can use this, but you have to give attribution. And then they say, we're going to monetize your ad and take the money from because, you know, when you, like on our ads or our YouTube videos, they're all monetized. So you're watching, it'll have something at the bottom like, you know, buy this vitamin or this, that, or the other. But if you use a video or music from an artist that allows you to, they're going to, like, for instance, the cooking thing we did with Joe Manolo. You know, it's monetized because I use that 1 10-second or 20-second clip at the very end. So the Dean Martin people monetized it, so they get paid whatever money off that ad they get paid. But I don't care, that's fine with me. So Cortez the Killer is one of them from Government Mule Is Allowed. So anyway, I was listening to that, I'm like, I want to make a movie about a killer. There's a twist.
How long do you think? It's going to be a short film, obviously.
It's going to be it's probably going to be like 3 minutes.
3
Very
minutes?
short. Yeah, it's not going to be. There's going to be no dialogue.
Movie.
It's going to be maybe 1 or 2 lines of dialogue. Most of it's just going to be acting.
Now, have you talked to the cast members?
I've talked to one of the cast members who's sitting in front of me.
What about the other person?
I've talked to the other cast member myself, and then there's one more who is one of our patients.
Yeah, he'll be excited that you're going to ask him.
And he's the star of kind of the star.
Well, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, hopefully that'll come out. I might shoot my part tomorrow. It won't take long. And then I will shoot his part whenever I can and then produce it and be ready to go.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So that's the one thing coming up. The other thing, if you want to see our previous video we did, was go to AskDrTommy.com. And you can look up Dr. Tommy Live, or actually you can click on my new logo I made, The Godfather, when I put Dr. Tommy Show on it.
It's really cool.
To
it's a really cool
differentiate it from the podcast. Ask Dr. Tommy podcast is more interview style, kind of, I don't know what you call it, like regular broadcast. And this Dr. Tommy Show is kind of more, you see what it is. It's just whatever as you go.
It's a cool picture.
But anyway, so if you click on Dr. Tommy Show Live, then you can go see the Cooking Lumpia Show. And then we have Cooking Pantsit Show, soon to be Cooking Miniature Taco Show.
Right. And you get the pizza one on there too, I guess, right?
The pizza one's on Echelon-Health. That's back before I had the Ask Dr. Tommy YouTube channel.
That's a good one also.
So coming up to Christmas, after Christmas, January 2nd, it's the Outback Bowl. And we will be joining Carol Hale and her husband Van.
Yep. Thank you,
and
Carol.
They invited us to go along to the Outback Bowl, where it's going to be Florida Gators versus Iowa, and hopefully we can do a better job than we did last year when we played Michigan and got whooped.
I'm sure the Gators are going to do a better job.
And so we'll see.
I'm excited.
They're a good team. Iowa's a good team. Kirk LaFerence is a good coach. He's been there he's there since the last time we played Iowa. We've played Iowa 2 times in the last decade, let's say. 04. We played them. They beat us. 05, we played them. We beat them. I think it was 04 and 05. Or maybe it was 04 and 06. Anyway, so this will be the 3rd time we've played them since the 2000s.
It's a noon game.
Is it?
It's it's going to be warm. But,
Okay.
maybe it might not be
who
too
knows
warm.
with January.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
say. I mean, right now it's hot. It's supposed to be, what, you said 85 on January? 84?
85 or 84 on Christmas Day.
Yeah. You know, there's people right now potentially watching, like Bill Cosart up in Boston or Massachusetts. He's probably
freezing his butt off.
Yeah, he's probably like, it's 80. It's terrible.
I know.
Speaking of Bill and I are doing Bill and we are doing Bill and us, maybe. Us are doing it. We are doing it. That's how you always know how to say it. If it's like me plus something, you drop off that person and say, we are doing it or us are doing it. So it's we are doing it, Bill and we. I think.
We are. Bill.
We are doing it.
Bill.
We're doing a joint venture together. We already have a joint venture together where we help direct primary care doctors become direct primary care doctors, or concierge medicine doctors become them, by helping them if they have questions about, what's the transition like, some ideas about how to do it from a step-by-step approach, converting people over from your old practice. So we already have that. So that's under Ask Dr. Tommy Physicians, but we have a new thing coming up where we're going to be doing basically helping physicians reach out to people in the community that live around them in a very let's say unique way to identify people who are good fits for your type of practice, and then give them an opportunity to learn more about your practice in an environment that's not a sales pitch.
That's right.
And an environment that's not boring.
It's not going to be stuffy.
It's not going to be like, buying a timeshare.
It's going to be fun.
Have you ever heard of people that get timeshares or I remember before I was invited to a timeshare thing. Oh,
you can sit for like 4 hours.
Well, no, they don't say that. They say just sit for 1 hour, and then we're going to give you a free vacation to Bahamas. And you're like, oh, that sounds fun. I can do anything for an hour. Learn a little bit. And then I've heard there's horror stories.
Yeah,
if there's anybody out there who sells timeshares, I don't want to be offensive, but I heard there's pretty bad things that you're basically at the point of where you just like, show me where to sign. Please let me have the timeshare just so I can get out of here.
Yeah, see, I would never put myself in that type of position. I'm not.
So it's not going to be like that.
No.
It's going to be something where you're invited to come to an event that involves adult beverages. You don't have to have adult beverage, but the adult beverage will be available.
I'll have theirs if they don't want it.
Yeah, and then hors d'oeuvres, and then an event, and then a little afterwards, a little talking if necessary, if not, and then it's free to them. So this is going to be. I
think it's going to be fun.
2017
I think
is the
fun
year
event I think we've done yet.
The year of the outreach to membership medicine patients, and so Bill just texted me, so he's excited. I'm excited. We're excited. So learn more about that. Stay tuned, and it'll be
Is
be
Bill
on LinkedIn.
Watching?
I don't know if Bill's watching. I'll text him.
I just want to know how cold it is where he's at.
Is Bill?
Where he's in Boston. Just curious. What is the?
He's he's not in Boston.
Where's he at?
I don't know. Massachusetts. He's in Massachusetts.
Either way, he's somewhere where it's very cold. It's not 85. It's probably more like 35.
I'm gonna text him right now. So here though, it's not bad. 84.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't even like cold weather, so this weather's perfect for me.
Did you went shopping the other day, got all of your Christmas shopping done?
Yes, Saturday I finished it all.
So all done.
I have a couple more gift cards to buy, but that'd take me 1 minute. But yes, I did finished up all my shopping, and all my gifts are wrapped.
You have a kind of a unique shopping thing that you do for your children. You mind to share what it is in case people out there are looking for different ideas?
A couple years ago, I guess about 3 years ago, I had seen on the internet that this is a unique way to buy for your children, because we all know that kids usually get spoiled rotten around Christmas.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I do 4 gifts for my children, for me, and that's something they want, something they need, something to read, and something to wear.
So say it again.
Something they want. Okay. Something they need. Okay. Something to read. Okay. And something to wear. Now, of course, Santa Claus will bring them a few gifts, but, in the past, I would buy my kids a ridiculous amount of gifts. It was just, I don't even know why I did it. I guess most parents do that. But then they get gifts from the grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins. So anyway, the first year that I went to my kids and said, okay, this is what we're going to do. They were boo-hooing, we don't want to do that. So the first year I did that afterwards, I said, well, how did it go? And they loved it. They were perfectly fine with it. Not that I would change it anyway just because of what they thought, but still, it's so much less stress too on me.
So if it's like something you need, is it like socks?
Well, I always ask them, give me some suggestions. What is something that you need? It could be anything from, personal like body lotions or soaps. Something that they want is a lot of times electronics.
It's funny. It reminds me of that thing Chris Rock said before when he was talking about kids and they don't realize that they get so much. And he says, you never hear your kids say, or I forgot what he was talking about. Anyway, he's saying, hey, thanks so much for this light. It's really easy to see with all this light. Thank you for this, this roof. Boy, it's so nice not having the rain come on your head. The kids don't think about that.
Oh,
so you can say things you need, and then I would give them a receipt from the light bill for that month.
No, I would. That's not nice. But I always get
remember that food last week?
Yeah.
There you go. High five.
You know what my kids did ask for this year?
That's a good idea, though. So they don't get a bunch of crap.
Yeah. They asked for new toothbrushes, nice toothbrushes. I don't know if I'm not gonna.
We're not gonna say too much because maybe watching.
Madison may be watching because she does like watching this.
Kaylee is watching. Then Santa will also bring stuff, right?
Santa will be bringing gifts. I know
Santa's not gonna be like.
She did see Santa over the weekend. Okay. And she was worried about seeing Santa because she thought for sure that he was going to say that she was on the naughty list. Oh. I don't know why she thought that. So if he would have saw her, he would have remembered. Kaylee. Kaylee, I've been meaning to talk to you. But then if she's like lays low, he'll be just going down the list. He'll be like,
All right, all the kids in Merchantville Circle. Okay. Nothing looks weird there. Okay, send them. But if he remembered, he'd be like, oh, Kaylee. Yeah. Wait a second. No, hold that one. She was being smart.
She was worried, yes. But anyway, that's what I do for my kids now, and I think it works out great. And then for my immediate family, my parents, my siblings, and I always pitch in some money and get them one gift together, and then we draw names.
You know what?
Which works out really great.
That's a cool thing. I wonder if that'd be a cool thing to start doing for weddings.
Drawing names?
No. Well, I guess when you do your registry, you pick things that you won't need or blah blah blah. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing. You set it up that way. Things you want. Mm-hmm. Things you need. Mm-hmm. And then whatever.
Yeah, I guess you could do that if you want to take the time to do that. Yeah. But anyway, drawing names is a good idea also when I don't even have a huge family. Yeah. I have one brother and one sister, and of course their spouses, but it's nice to draw names and then you can buy them, one really nice gift.
It'd be a good thing for a wedding too, is if someone offered to, instead of giving you the gift, just like, give you a present, like a trip or something.
That would be awesome. Yes.
That would be cool. I think that's a good way to do it. Or if your daughter was getting married, or if your daughter gets married, would you ever consider like saying, look, here's the money we're going to put for the wedding. You can either have the money or you can have the wedding. Would you ever consider doing that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that'd be a cool option.
I think so. Now, I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I have a cousin that's getting married next year, and her, mom and dad, of course, are going to pay for it, but they live here in Florida, but they are flying out to California at a venue. They're going to have a 30 to 45 minute service, and then they're flying to Hawaii, and there'll be less than 10 people there. Even though there's, the family's extended, large family, they're not going to do the traditional wedding. So they're just going to get married. Whoever wants to come can. It'll be their parents and their siblings, and then they're going to fly away to Hawaii and have a great honeymoon. And
that's fun.
I'm like, that sounds awesome. No stress.
Yeah. It'd be fun to get married on a ship, too.
Yeah.
Like a cruise, I think.
It would be, as long as, you didn't have like 150 people with you.
Well, I would just say, look... Well, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be trapped with them then.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Because you'd almost feel like you'd have to play hostess the whole time. Yeah,
that's true.
So you could have a small wedding and then just maybe take a cruise without everybody else.
True.
That's an option too.
So we're doing Fit Club this afternoon, 6 o'clock today. Mondays and Thursdays is Fit Club, 6 p.m. So one of the tricks for not putting on holiday pounds around the time of the holiday season is to do exercise. And so if you're interested in learning some exercises, come out this afternoon. We're doing the crab walk again today with the
that is hard. Rope. That is really hard. I mean, I was sore for 2 days, but it works.
Yeah, so you get a battle rope. The battle ropes you swing up and down, and you get one person on one end and the other person on the other end, and you pull it tight, and then you squat down, and then you go back and forth like a crab.
It was tough. I liked it.
While the other team's running. And then the other options are to not gain weight during the holidays, is to watch your intake. So
watch your intake.
Be careful about cookies.
Yeah, keep track of your calories or whatever, your fat, whatever it is you're counting.
I find when I eat a bunch of carbs, I feel sleepy.
Oh, I definitely will feel sleepy after carbs. That's why I don't eat a lot of pasta. Yeah, because I feel like I seriously could go to sleep at the table.
The other thing I like to do is try to eat little small bits of each thing. So, because if you get a bunch of the same stuff on one plate, then you can feel sick.
Yeah.
So you get like little bite of like all the different little things. Coming up too, we have the events with Bill. We're also coming up. We have the college football. But in the new year, we're going to be doing more cooking shows. We talked about that. But also, we're going to continue to roll out new stuff on AskDrTommy.com. And if you're not familiar with what's on AskDrTommy.com already, there's podcasts. We just did a podcast with Membership Pharmacy, Phil Baker in Tennessee. And we're going to have Dr. Tommy Recommends. So we're having other podcasts. There's a good one that Andrew Gitschlag does. It's called Surviving Healthcare Podcast.
I need to listen to Andrew's.
I'm going to actually put that as a Dr. Tommy Recommends. So if you're interested in seeing it later today, and it's the one I listened to was about medical marijuana. So that's a new thing that's coming up. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. That's what all of that was about, so I could come back to that. Medical marijuana has now been approved, and I'm going to go learn more. I'm going to learn more about that to see what's involved in prescribing that.
Well, it's been approved for 3 illnesses, though, right? What, MS, lupus, and what's the other? Is it cancer?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I was just talking to someone. I had a friend come to my house at Saturday, and we were talking about her uncle having MS.
Yeah.
And so I said, he could do medicinal marijuana now for MS, and there's lupus, but I could not remember the third one. But cancer makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, cancer, absolutely. And I just read a CME about it. I did a CME because I got to renew my license coming up. And I was reading about the pharmacology of the marijuana, and it's really cool. There's a lot of things, and it's crazy when you think about it, because marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug on the DEA. That means they consider it to have no medicinal value at all. Yet heroin is one of the most popular prescribed drugs. Not heroin, but a heroin derivative.
Right.
Oxycontin. And so how is that? It's so crazy how one is a Schedule 1 drug that grows out of the ground that you can actually smoke straight out of the ground.
Right.
The other one is a derivative from opium.
Yeah, something's not right there.
Not only available, but widely popular. And marijuana, theoretically, they will put you in prison for. I mean, there's people in prison right now who smoked weed. Is that unbelievable?
It is unbelievable.
Not smoked weed and killed a whole family, or smoked weed and had a big cartel and broke a bunch of laws. They actually just smoked weed. Maybe they had a bag of it, and someone found them and put them in jail.
I know. It's
put them in
crazy
jail.
at the thought.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. It's like you can take a weed, marijuana, dry it out, and smoke it. Okay? Go to jail for that. Or you could take barley, grow it, dry it out, send it through all these different processes, ferment it with yeast, take the alcohol off the top of it, put that in a beer, put that in a can, send it to the store, and then sell it. Very popular thing to do. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe there's too much ease of access that not enough people can take advantage of it to make money off of it. So that's illegal.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. So that's another thing coming up next year is 2017. There's going to be the medical marijuana industry, at least in Florida, is going to ramp up, I'm sure.
So you're going to learn more about it. Are you going to consider becoming a prescriber?
It depends on what's involved. I mean, from a moral standpoint, I have no problem with it. It's just a matter of from a regulatory standpoint.
Right.
They may say, well, you have to be certified by the state.
I'm guessing you probably have to be. There's going to.
It depends on how many hoops you have to jump through.
Right. It seems like there's going to be additional certifications or licensures.
But I think like I said, if you can take a derivative of heroin when you break your ankle, or when you just have low back pain and you can't smoke marijuana, that to me shows you that there's a lot of hypocrisy involved with the government as far as what is allowed and what's not allowed for you to put in your body as an individual. So coming up, we got Christmas. Any plans to do anything for the new year?
Actually, I was just
besides the football game.
I have a couple of friends that are having parties Christmas Eve. I don't really know. Normally, I'm pretty boring. I don't like to be out on the street with all the crazy people. There'll be people drinking and driving. Yeah. And so it's going to probably be pretty laid back.
Well, the new year is 2017. Every year, it seems like, I remember when I was a kid, people would say, I think it was my dad, and happy birthday to my dad. My dad today is 68.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, 68 years old, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Keith McElroy. And happy birthday, Dad. I'll call you later. But, every year, I remember my dad said, every year will go by faster, and he's right.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I mean, when I was a kid, I don't know, it seemed like the year, but now it's like before you know it, and the other thing that makes it go by fast is when you're paying taxes, and you're like, I just paid that.
I know. When we pay our quarterly taxes, it seems like we just paid them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When you have children, that's when you really also realize how time is flying. So when I look at my 6-year-old, I think, oh my gosh. I mean, I can see that her face is changing and she's getting taller. It's just mind blowing that every time I look at her, she's growing more, taller.
One thing I wanted to say
too.
Before we left is if you're interested in doing something for yourself to help with your energy level potentially, one of them is to consider taking a multivitamin. I just started taking a Phyto Multi, which includes some phytonutrients from Metagenics, and it's available if you go to AskDrTommy.com, click on supplements. It'll take you to the link. But anyway, it's the Phyto Multi. It has vitamins and minerals. So vitamins and minerals basically help your enzymes, which are proteins in your body, do chemical reactions more efficiently. And that's what vitamins and micronutrients are. They act as cofactors for enzymes. And so the Phyto Multi has that, plus it has these food or extracts. So it has different extracts that are supposed to be antioxidants. Maybe some of them help. I don't even know all of them, about all of them, but there's a bunch of them on there. But anyway, ever since I took that, I feel like I feel more energetic now.
Well, I definitely noticed you're not yawning.
A couple of days.
I noticed that you are not yawning because you yawn all day long. Even if you've had 8 to 10 hours sleep,
and
I feel like
today I just had one cup
yawn.
of coffee, or 2. I had 2 cups. I don't even want any more.
Yeah, but I definitely think that it's helping you.
I think it is
with your yawning.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I've started taking my vitamin again too, and I really do feel better when I take a vitamin. Yeah. And I want to talk about the jogging.
Oh yeah, so jogging. For the first time, I was, just sitting home. I'm just like, you want to go for a run? I've never done that.
I never
remember.
But I go for a jog. I've actually had the desire to get up and go for a jog.
Yeah.
But you've never asked me to do that ever.
I actually felt like it. I was like, I have energy. I want to go jog. I've never had that happen before. And then I fell and injured my hand.
You fell and rolled and
and didn't hurt anything major.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But you actually were outrunning me that day. I had to. I mean, it was noon. It was hot.
Yeah.
But you definitely had more energy than I did. You could have ran probably the whole 2 miles.
So AskDrTommy.com. Click on supplements if you want to check out the Phyto Multi. I endorse it. Dr. Tommy recommends that. And I recommend also daily exercise, because when you're exercising daily, your body gets into the pattern of knowing that it's going to have to expend energy. And if you act more like a tortoise, meaning you move slow, you don't run, you're going to have a metabolism more like a tortoise. And if you act more like a hare or a rabbit, you're constantly jittering around, you're going to eat more like a rabbit, meaning you're going to eat more frequently, you're going to eat smaller meals, and your metabolism is going to be higher. So, we do Fit Club here twice a week, but it'd be good to do more stuff. So that's going to be my objective to combat the holiday weight scenario, is to exercise more and still eat a lot of stuffing. And
you do like to eat
turkey.
You eat more than anybody I've ever met in my entire life.
I love to
and
eat.
You still stay thin and in shape.
I love to eat.
But you know what? You don't eat a lot of junk.
No, I don't. Well, thank you all for joining us. Go to AskDrTommy.com if you want to see more of those cooking shows we're talking about, the supplements. Click on supplements if you want to learn more about what we do here as a concierge medicine practice, how you can optimize your health. Come in and join us for consultation. Also, stay tuned for Bill's and my and us's and we's program we're going to put together to help doctors.
It's going to be exciting.
And for all of you out there, we hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you're going to do, and be safe. And make sure that when you're out and about, like Tracy said, on New Year's, steer clear of the drunks.
That's right. It's best to just stay home or stay at a house party.
And please, if you're drinking and you've had enough, do not get out there. A, because you'll crash, possibly, or B, you go to jail.
That's right.
And they're going to be out looking for you. So for all you out there, join us. Go to AskDrTommy.com. You want to learn more about what we do. And if you want to hear more about Ask Dr. Tommy, that's Dr. Tommy Show is on YouTube, and you want to hear the Ask Dr. Tommy podcast, that's on iTunes. And all of that is available through AskDrTommy.com. And until next time, bye-bye.
All right, were we live that time?